Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and we just finished taping our show for WIMA on KLAV, 1230am.com, and I'm here with my guest, Jeannie Bry, Laura Manning, and Amy Frost. And we're doing jazz hands today. And we had so much fun on the show, and I think it's because we have Laura Manning here with us, and she's a comedy writer. And so she inspired us all to really bring out our inner comedian.
Definitely.
So Laura,
Yes.
just recap a little bit about your history and about some of the things that you've done.
Oh, God. All right. I started, knew I was going to be a singer when I was 4. I started singing professionally when I was 18. My father took me to an orchestra leader. I sang for him in his office, and he hired me on the spot.
And what'd you sing?
It might as well be spring, a cappella.
How did you pick that song?
It was in the movie at that time, State Fair,
Okay.
and it was a big hit.
Oh, that's
So
a good idea.
I picked a big hit to sing, you know.
Yeah.
And I did it well.
Did he let you sing the whole song?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
And
he
he was
did.
that impressed. And you were how
Yes.
old?
18.
18 years old.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And you've been singing ever since,
Ever
professionally.
since. Professional.
Yes. And also you've written comedy?
Yes. Most of my comedy has been in the form of parodies or original material for comics.
Uh-huh.
And
And you've rewritten songs to personalize them for
Yes.
for different singers
yes,
also.
exactly.
Yeah.
And done a lot of very famous people, roasts for famous people. And that was great fun to do.
And you performed with a lot of famous
And
people.
I worked
Yeah.
with Sidney Miller writing these things. Sidney Miller, who was the kid from MGM, who worked with Donald O'Connor, Mickey Rooney, and Judy Garland in every MGM musical.
Oh my gosh.
And,
I'm jealous. I love that
Sid-
era.
Sidney and Donald used to work, they used to do the old songwriters sketch on the old Colgate Comedy Hour.
Uh-huh.
And when Donald decided to get back into the performing in nightclubs, he called Sidney and said, I want to do that act again, but we need to update it. So they called upon me, and I
Okay.
updated it for them.
Okay, good.
And it was great. They did it at the Fairmont Hotel and all the Fairmont hotels.
In San Francisco?
In San Francisco,
Yeah.
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 And they got great reviews.
Yeah.
And that was fun. And, you know, wherever they would pay me to sing, I would sing.
And you also did a lot of, like you said, for corporate dates. You
Yeah.
would go in and get the
Yes.
information. They would hire you as a
Yes,
speaker,
exactly.
and you would surprise the audience,
Exactly.
the corporate audience, and because you had all this information
Yeah,
that
they'd
they'd
say
given
later,
you.
where did you get that information? I said,
And then you'd sing the song.
I
Well,
would never
that's the
tell
key,
them.
finding ways to use your gifts and talent where there's money.
And
Yes,
that's what
exactly.
Amy
Brilliant.
was
Yeah,
talking about, was
yeah.
streams of income.
Yes.
Well, and I love how when we
Yeah.
ended the show and you said that all professional speakers need to sing, so they need to have singing lessons.
Oh, yeah.
And you're right. But I'm just
Yes,
saying, that opens your
Exactly.
availability
That's
of
right.
people to work with
Uh-huh.
and
Exactly.
to have streams of income like that. Brilliant.
Exactly.
And
you're-
it's true.
And you're a song as teacher of singers, you know. You
Yes.
teach.
I did.
A voice teacher, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
A teacher of
I
songs.
teach like I'm a singer of songs, like he said in the movie.
I know.
You know, remember Tony Curtis?
Oh, that's
I'm a singer of songs. In this biblical thing where he came out with his
Oh,
New
oh,
York accent,
yeah,
and he said,
yeah.
I'm a singer of songs.
Oh my gosh.
You had to be there.
You had to be there.
I guess so. And Jeannie, you were talking about, you worked with this group. There was a period of time where you were noticing that, you were in the red.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
in the red, right?
It's called the Actors Information Project in New York.
There you go.
And
you
I was
worked
in the
with them,
red,
and
and-
you had to make a big commitment
I did.
because they said if you want to turn that being in the red into
Into being in the black.
in the
It was
black.
amazing.
And the green.
And you said
And the green, exactly.
And you said it was really, they were really very strict. They
They're
made
very
you give
strict.
up some of the other jobs that you were doing. And sounds like something I could
Who
learn
would do
from.
that?
But
Well, you quit the places where they don't value you,
Where they don't value you.
where other
There
people
you
could
go.
do it very easily.
Right.
Where I have a
Exactly.
lot of talents that other people don't have.
Right.
You know, I mean, I can write, I can edit, I can do
Yeah.
all these things, and they're like, go where your talents that they can't easily replace you.
Amen.
That's right.
Beautiful.
So, if
Yep.
they can easily replace you with someone who'll work for
They
minimum
will.
wage, they will.
They will.
So I learned all sorts of wonderful things from them, and they insisted I quit being busy. And they're like, quit being busy so you have time to focus and work on what you need to do.
Amen.
I was just talking
I'm
with
saying.
somebody on the phone. In fact, it was Jonathan Gorst. I was talking to him, and he's the producer of this show, director.
Right. Well, he's the producer and director
Producer and director of the show
of the
that
Bonnie
we're
Springs
in.
vaudeville show. It's called oldwestmusical.com.
That's right.
And it's Bonnie's Old West Musical Review. It's every Saturday and Sunday out at Bonnie Springs, and it's a wonderful show.
And you just started this when?
We open May 26th. We'll close August 26th.
Right.
And we're hoping to do a holiday show. We're hoping to bring it into a casino here in town.
I know that
and
he's
do
working.
an afternoon show.
He's working on that.
Yeah, he's working on
But we
making
can't
an
say
afternoon
where.
show. No.
That would be great.
But also, you know, you may get an extension at Bonnie Springs. That's another thing that's an option.
Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, so and you're a singer. You're working over. I mean, obviously you're a singer, but you do the thing over at the Italian American Club, and that's one.
The Speakeasy Swingers perform at Throwback first Thursday. So
Okay.
the first Thursday of every month. Next one is August 2nd.
Okay.
We just did the House of Blues for the first time for Sailor Jerry Swing Scene last night. We'll be at the Flamingo Library doing a cabaret concert on August 26th, which is Sunday afternoon at 2. And it's going to be fun to see how the audience thinks, because most of them know us as a dance band. But I actually used to teach how to write cabaret shows in New York when I was doing cabaret in
You
New York.
did?
I did.
Oh, wow.
And it's a very different thing.
Here she goes.
Cabaret in Vegas versus cabaret in New York.
A lot
When I
different.
did that, and I would explain to people, my first job here in Vegas was doing cabaret shows at Debbie Reynolds Casino.
Oh,
They had cabaret afternoons with
That's
the
right.
Performing Arts Society.
I was out there, yeah.
And it was wonderful. But I learned in the first show just how different cabaret shows were in Vegas compared to here. I had to turn to Charlie and say, "Stormy weather and sea, let's get them back." Because in Vegas, you do 12 songs that no one knows, and 5 people in the audience know the composers.
That's right.
I mean, it's a very literate audience.
In New York,
Here they 12 songs everybody has to know every word to. You might sneak in one that they might not know, but otherwise they don't listen with their head. They're not a literate audience. They listen with their heart. They listen down here, and they want to know the words.
That's right.
They want to relax into the music. They're here to have fun.
That's right. And
It's
you are,
totally different audience, a totally
That's
different
right.
take in.
and you're a member of WIMA.
I am.
Laura's a member of WIMA. Amy is one of our advisory board members, and she has been advising us a lot about how to turn the art of
Well, take your passion,
Take your
whatever that
passion.
is, and find a way to make a living with it.
That's right.
And the
That's
multiple
right.
streams of income is a perfect way to do that, and that's wonderful. But when you're doing that, you need to manage your time.
That's right. And
Not
so it's
waste
really
your
the
time.
business of being an artist. The business of being an artist, because so many times it's a challenge for us to really think in those terms. Now, obviously not you, because you've been doing it so long.
Well, I took a class in it.
But it is still a challenge, I think, balancing that right and left brain. And I know you have to go in
I
a few
do have
minutes.
to
So,
fly.
Amy, I just wanted to ask, remind us of the little 5-finger technique that you gave us to start off our show today. That was so wonderful.
Well, you just take just a couple nice deep breaths, and then just one finger upon the other, and you focus on something that brings you great joy. You want to focus on a gift that somebody gave you. You want to focus on love, and then some place that you felt great peace. And you can do it, however long you want. But what I'm starting to do, I'm having so much fun. I'll be in a heated discussion, and I'll just something physical, a gift, love, beautiful place, off.
And we started our show off with that today. And also, Amy has been very involved in the happiness movement.
Delivering happiness
Delivering
at work,
happiness. Yes.
Zappos, that started that movement, and it's a movement.
Yeah.
So going to deliveryhappinessatwork.com, go sign up and join us.
That's right.
It's,
And-
really fun stuff.
And she's going to be going on and doing a lot more speaking.
It looks that way.
Yes,
I'm being
yes.
thrown on the national stage.
That's right.
Which, okay.
So we've got Amy Frost at amyfrost.com. We have Jeannie Bry at jeanniebry.com. And we have Laura Manning at lauramanning.weebly, WEEBLY.com. And we have SandyKastel.com.
There you
Hello.
go.
And we are all with WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, empowering artists of all ages through education and mentorship. And we're here every Wednesday at noon on KLAV, 12:30 a.m. on your dial. So please come and join us. We'd love to meet you. We'd love to see you at our site, WIMAfoundation.org. You can go there to find out about becoming a member, be a sponsor, or donate to the WIMA Scholarship Fund. We'll see you there. See you next Wednesday. Bye. Jazz hands.